Now that you say you're talking about having some time off, what are some of the things you want to get into now that you're going to be able to step away from golf, a little bit here and there?
I'm excited. I want to go travel around, always wanted to go. Big Packers fan. I know you're a Cowboys fan.
We might have to do that.
We might be doing that this year.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Lambeau?
Yeah, Lambeau.
Always wanted to go Lambeau in the winter.
Are you going to wear a cheese head?
Oh, hell yeah.
You're going to be all cheesed
I got to cover up this haircut somehow.
Cut that out. Yo, what's going on, man? We got a special guest this podcast. Last minute, he hit me up a couple days ago, and we got to make it happen. But we're going coast to coast from LA to Boston, baby. Let's get it.
Brooks Koepka now is in fifth.
We got a dope guest today. It's my brother. I've known this man since 2019. Always show me love. Just came back from his wedding a few weeks ago. Shit was popping, bro. It's my dog, my brother, Brooks Koepka.
What's up, man?
What's
Good?
Yeah.
I'm glad to have you back.
Can you feel it?
Oh,
I'm
it's awesome, man.
Stoked.
I love it.
I'm so jacked to be here with you, bro, because every time I get around you, it's just good energy, bro. It's good energy. Everybody that you're around.
Good people, man.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with good people. That's all you got to do.
Right. You having fun?
Always, man.
Yeah?
I'm living life, enjoying it right now. Married man.
Married man.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, let's get into that wedding real quick. Now that you're a married man, I know you've been with Jena for a couple years now. Anything changed from being married to, the boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance stage?
I should probably kill me for saying this. No. I mean, I don't think there's any difference, man.
Right.
Like, you find the one, man. Love is love.
Man, shout out Jena. She's dope.
No, she's
Jena's
awesome,
so
man.
dope. She's so
awesome.
funny.
I love her to death. But we, you've been around. You were at the wedding, man. It's when you find it, you find it. Same thing with Mel. And
right.
Nothing better.
Right. Super dope about his wedding. So Koepka thought it was cool to tell all his guests that he had a special guy coming to perform, but he didn't want to tell anybody. He wanted to keep everybody on his toes. And even me, the barbers here, all the juice, bro. We know everything. It was even up to the last moment where I found out. And I was like, okay. So Ludacris went.
Yeah, Luda.
Killed it, bro.
Killed it. Bro, that was awesome. I loved it.
I grew up listening to Luda, right? And the music's changed and whatnot. So I trip out because you figure how you forget how much bangers he has, bro.
Bro, there's so many. And the funny thing was, right, a lot of them you haven't heard for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Because he's more into, I guess, acting now and doing the Fast Furious thing. I think they're on, Fast and Furious, 15?
15 or something like that.
Who the hell knows? But
the moon.
Dude, it was just banger after banger. It was awesome, man. Every lyric to every song, too. They come back. It's awesome. But he's a hell of a performer. So
He did.
Shout out Luda.
He brought good energy. And just like the rest of the people there, it was a good time. Let's start getting into your career, man. I know you got 4 majors. Which one do you kind of lean on the most as your favorite?
Whew, that's tough. I think they all mean something a little bit different, right? The first one, you're just happy to get the first one. You're like, holy shit, I made it, right? That's how you prove yourself in golf. You got to win majors. So you win that one. All right, the next time I go back, I'm defending champion, then I go win that one. I'm like, ooh, that's pretty cool to back it up, right? It's a statement. But to me, I guess probably the coolest one was, right, every guy my age that played golf idolized Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
So go toe-to-toe with Tiger, being able to beat him, and then another one of my idols, Adam Scott. So playing with Scotty in the final round, last group, Tiger was right in front of us. You hear all the roars, everything. I'd say that one probably meant the most.
There was a big match that you and Tiger were going head-to-head, and you were kind of leading. And, Tiger being Tiger, you kind of came and did his thing. How did it feel to, I guess you could say the word lose, but I guess see greatness kind of happen before your eyes and you're like, oh, it's happening to me. You know what I mean? How did that feel?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody else felt like that for the last, God knows, 20 years or so,
Right.
It was pretty funny. It's a funny story. Not many people actually know this. But so we get done, and I'm just kind of waiting for him like it's a historic moment, right? He comes back from everything to win. Hadn't won one in I don't even know how many years, 10 years maybe. I guess that's just a guess. I didn't know, but he walks off the green, dab him up, give him some hug, love, everything, and he goes, "It's 1-1." Okay. He didn't forget, man. I love that. Yeah.
How sick
I got
that?
him the year before, and then he got me that year. So it was pretty cool. It's a cool little moment, that we were able to share, which was quite fun. I mean, it sucks losing. Let's be real, right?
Right.
And nobody wants to lose,
for
but
sure.
if you're gonna lose to the GOAT, I mean, it is what it is.
Right. All right. Enough of that. Now, you're part of something special right now, bro. And me looking out as a fan, from the outside, now that I get to be a part of, see what goes on here and, go to these events. The LIV Golf Tour, bro, super sick, super exciting. How do you feel about, being a part of this, and what do you look forward to with this, man?
Dude, it's kind of a fresh start, right? Been doing this now for 10 years, being a pro. It's kind of re-energizes you, I think, a little bit, and it's exciting, right? The team thing gets me going. It kind of brings me back to college. In college, you play a little bit of team golf, and it's fun. I got my brother with me. My brother's on my team. He's playing with me, so I get to see him more because he's been traveling around the world doing, trying to play professionally. Get to have him on the team is cool, and my best friend, Dan, he's on his bag. So it's really more of like the family vibes, which is dope. That's what you want, man. You want your family around. Get to be home more, which is great. Being married, hopefully start a family soon. So that'd be incredible. Be able to be home with kids, see all these little milestones you get to miss.
It's awesome.
And all that stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
It pays good too.
Right. Just throw that in there. Heard it pays high. Nah, man. As a brother of yours, and I could speak for a lot of your close friends that I met. We're all happy for you, dude. We all got your back, and you got a lot of loyal fans out there too that are just rocking with you. I know a bunch of them just to sit on my chair constantly talking about, "How's Brooks, bro?" Brooks is the man, bro. So now that you say you're talking about having some time off, what are some of the things you want to get into now that you're going to be able to step away from golf, a little bit here and there?
It's funny, right? So you've been a part of this. We got a close knit group of friends.
Yeah.
And we all love sports, right? And I think one of the things I've made a bunch of friends from Saquon, Baker, all these guys, I've been close with over, the last couple of years, and they've all come out to watch me because we've been playing year round, right? We get a couple weeks off a year. Right. I want to go see them. I want to go see them in their element, right? I think you're the best in your profession no matter what it is, right? One of the best at cutting hair. It's cool to see you work, right?
Appreciate that.
So anytime you see the best
right.
do what they do or in their arena or whatever it might be, I think there's something to be said about that. And I'm excited. I want to go travel around, I've always wanted to go. I'm a big Packers fan. I know you're a Cowboys fan.
We might have to do that.
We might be doing that this year.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Lambeau?
Yeah, Lambeau.
Always wanted to go Lambeau in the winter.
Are you going to wear a cheese head?
Oh, hell yeah.
You're going to be all cheesed out?
I got to cover up this haircut somehow.
Cut that out.
No, but
that's dope,
do
man.
stuff like that, man. Go see a couple of these guys that, you don't get to see. Go
return the love, man.
Yeah, right. They come out and support me, and
not only that, you're a fan of the sport too, so it's kind of cool.
Exactly, I love it. I'm a big sports guy, so that'll be fun. Spend some more time at home, which would be nice. We just built a beautiful home, or Jena built a beautiful home. I had nothing to do with it.
Fat, bro. Yeah. your crib is dope.
Yeah,
I love your house, bro.
Good to spend some time there, and I don't know. I have a funny feeling my shoe habit's about to get really, really bad.
Yeah,
a lot of downtime, a lot of be on GOAT and StockX, just swiping and trying to buy something.
So for those of you guys that don't know, well, probably you don't because he kind of keeps everything kind of quiet. Koepka probably has the coldest shoes that I've ever seen. Some exclusives you guys have never, like you see from a distance or you hear about it or whatever. So I think it was dope when you took me into your shoe room and you were able to show love right there.
It's pretty cool. Soon I'm gonna have to dedicate a whole nother room to it.
Right. Dude, we got to get you out to LA, man, to come watch a Rams game.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Jalen would love to have you there.
I'd love to. Man, I haven't seen, because we both went to Florida State. We were there kind of around the same time. I think maybe a year or two. But dude, I follow him just because through you. Right. I love and respect him, so it'd be cool to get out there and go see him.
Right. Speaking of Florida State, man, I know recently you just got inducted into the Hall of Fame there. What was that feeling like, dude? That's so sick. First of all, let me give you your flowers, because to be appreciated, and given your flowers from people or places that you worked and been a part and put your blood, sweat, and tears, for them to acknowledge you like that as your brother and as a fan too. I love watching that, dude. That's so dope. So how did it feel to go through that whole process, and what was it like?
It was pretty cool. I think I probably downplayed it kind of in the lead up to it. Family, friends, I was like, it's obviously an honor and it's really cool. And my mom went and my caddy Ricky went, so that was fun.
Shout out Rick.
Yeah, love. And so they were able to go, which was nice. And then you get there and it's a whole different vibe, right? I see these guys growing up watching Florida State football, watching basketball, watching anything from soccer, swimming, volleyball, all this stuff. Even a bunch of them I went to school with. But to be able to watch these guys, and we kind of all had maybe about 5 minutes where we were all together for the first time before we actually walked down and kind of ate out in front of everybody. To hear how important it was to them and how it was, they're reliving their moments, right?
That's dope.
Like,
yeah.
And how special it was for them, it made it 10 times more special for me, right, than I probably even thought it was. And it was so cool. It was an honor to be up there with, I think there was 11 of us. So
wow.
The other 10, or 9 of them, because I think one of them couldn't make it. But, I don't know how many Florida State members of the Hall of Fame there are, but to be one of, let's just say, 300-400, because there's been a lot of greats to roll through there. But yeah, it's special, man. I had a great career there. I loved every minute of it. My coaches were there. You kind of go through, you get the feels going, right? You've got, you relive all those memories and all the cool things I was able to do there. And it's changed a lot since I've been back, which is crazy, because I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today if the town was like it is now.
Did they celebrate that on campus?
Yeah, they did. It was cool. We had a little, I don't want to say like a private dinner, but we kind of had maybe 500 people in a room. Wow. A bunch of other Hall of Fame members were there, some boosters, basically every college coach from golf, basketball, that had coached these guys or that were a part of their lives while they were in college. It was cool to see, man. There's a lot of love in that room, and everybody respects everybody, and it was an honor to be there. It gives me chills even thinking about.
That's dope, man.
How cool
That's
it was.
super cool. Coming back, I want to talk about now that you're playing with Chase. I know you kind of touched on it was cool to not be around him and whatnot, but what are some of the things how you want to help him, help his game? Obviously he's your little brother, you know what I mean? But, he is his own man too. So, he's, you guys, you're there, sometimes people might, that's just Brooks' little brother. No, Chase is Chase too. He's his own man. What are some of the things you're kind of helping him and are you giving him a little pat on the butt sometimes, like, come on, brother, let's get it, like.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of that. Like, he's a completely different player than I am. I'm more power, and then he's more of the finesse type, right? He doesn't hit it as far. He's still young. I mean, there's 4 years difference, so he's 28. He is understanding how to play golf more. I know it's easy to say, be like, hey, you just go out, you go swing and get in the hole as quickly as possible, but there's different ways to think about it. And I think sometimes it's just about opening his eyes of different ways to, hey, okay, well, if the pin location's here, there's different angles you might want to take, whether it be off the tee or lay up to a different yardage because the pin location's here, where he maybe never had to think of that. And just helping him understand. You can never understand the game too much, right? It's always, I'm still learning to this day. So in golf, man, we always just pass down the knowledge, and that's kind of one of the things I think is really special to see him. And I've even seen it over the last month or two, being around him more, being able to play golf, right? We're home at the same times. So we're practicing together, and then out here, we get to play together, practice rounds. Today in the Pro-Am, we got to play together, so that's really cool. Nice. And just see how he goes about things, and I'm learning watching him about different things, probably as much as he's doing the same thing. So it's interesting. It's definitely different, but I love it, man. I could get used to this for a while.
That's dope. That's dope. Yesterday, you were so kind to invite me to the LIV event, and we met one of your buddies, probably one of the most interesting guys I've ever met, Pat Perez.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's awesome.
He's the man.
Pat is the man, bro. And his mully, dude got the craziest mully I've ever seen. It is so fresh.
He's been working a long time on that thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He rocks it well, too.
I might go full on Pat with my hair.
I'd love to see that. No, Pat's one of the best, man. He's been around for years and years and years. Actually, we were laughing about this last night. I played the first time I'd ever won an event. I played with him the first 2 days.
Look at that.
It's pretty cool, right?
Now you guys come full circle.
True.
Jinx.
True. Right there.
Full circle.
So it's pretty cool, to have him out here now. And man, he's a true journeyman. He's been around for 20-some years, playing, grinding, and he's one of the best. He's a beauty.
Man, Pat.
By the way, you think he was talking about my sneaker collection?
I was just about to get into that. Go ahead.
Pat's shits on mine. Like, I probably got, I don't know, somewhere around 5. I don't know. I got rid of a few, so maybe 5 to 650. Pat's got, I think, what did he say last night? I don't even remember the number. Yeah, thousands. I forget. I think he said like over 2,000 pairs. I don't know. Crazy. So yeah, it's he's got some sick ones.
Yeah, Pat was flexing, but it was a humble flex. It was a humble brag.
I mean,
it was dope because
I'll be honest. If I was him, I would have been way more obnoxious about it.
Right. Speaking of, you've been Team Nike for a bit. Any Nikes that you have that no one has had that you kind of had like your own little custom joints made? That
the one thing I would say, right, we did the ones for the wedding, which are pretty dope. I loved.
Got those.
But my absolute favorite pair I've ever had, because I had a little bit of a relationship with them, was the Virgil Louis Vuitton Off-White collabs. I've got them. He sent it. Well, obviously he's passed away, but
rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. for real. But I remember I was laying in bed with Jena at the house, and I was like, I think they were going up for auction at Sotheby's. I saw it or whatever. I was like, Jena, I don't care what it is. And I was going to be playing that day. I was like, listen, doesn't matter what it is, but I'm going to keep coming up to you and asking you what the price, and I need one. And I had no idea one was coming to my house. And the day I think they were going to auction, they'd started sending them out. And it was pretty dope to be able to open that box, see the shoes, and not for nothing, but they're like perfectly like Augusta green.
Right.
So
they're super fresh.
I wore them this year for the first time at Augusta.
Super fresh.
I figured there's only one place to wear those things.
Right.
The only one place they deserve to touch the ground at, and that was Augusta. So,
right.
And I feel like that's what he would have wanted to.
Touch on that story real quick, if you don't mind. What was your relationship with Virgil, man? Were you guys just kind of here and there, Instagram? Was it you saw him a couple times? Or?
No, we actually never met in person.
Okay.
It was a lot of a couple phone calls and a lot of it through text. It was pretty cool. I wore these golf shoes back in 2000, maybe 18. These off-whites. We converted them into golf shoes. So that was pretty dope, pretty cool, and kind of golf world had no idea what the hell was going on at the moment. They were just like, what's this little zip tie on the shoe? I think I even got in trouble. Somebody was trying to say that I was using it as like an alignment aid or something like that. I rember, and I was like, relax, bro. They're on every one of these shoes, don't worry. So it started with that, and he was awesome. He reached out right after and was like, that's the coolest thing ever, because I think he had started getting into golf or started paying a little bit more attention to it.
Yeah.
And it just kind of flourished from there. There's a lot of texts going back and forth and different ideas and things. And it sucked, man. We were actually on a plane flight back from Montana. I believe it was in November when I got the text that he had passed away. So
wow,
it's crazy, super sad. I even get chills right now thinking about it. But you want to change the game, and I think those. By far, bar none, will always be my favorite shoes. I'll have those for the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
they're super fresh. They're super fresh. Before we wrap things up, at what point in your life did you have to tap in with your fighting spirit? Maybe it was an injury you dealt with. Maybe it was some mental game you were dealing with. Maybe it was, being number one and now whatever, where you're ranking at right now. Talk to me at what point in your life?
I think there's probably a couple different moments probably in my life. I think the one that probably stands out the most was we found out my mom had breast cancer. I was a senior, maybe I think into my junior year. My mom was going through chemo, all the stuff. And I kind of remember there was this little like aha moment where I was like, I got to make it for her. Like I have to be able to make it playing golf to, right, bills rack up. We weren't rich. We didn't, barely could afford it. My brother, he was around my mom all day, every day, pretty much sacrificing his time, not being able to do the things he wanted to do. And I was away at school, so I kind of felt bad, right? And then the second part of that was, I was like, all right, I'm going to rededicate myself, try to figure this out. And spend my whole senior season basically as dedicated as humanly possible. I mean, I wasn't going out, wasn't doing nothing. I was trying to just figure out a way to make it, right?
Yeah.
Like there was no plan B at that point. I was like, I am literally going to make it, and I got to give it every best effort I got. And so I would say that was probably the one that probably stands out the most to me. It was special. She's healthy now.
Right.
You were with her last night. She's
awesome,
great.
man. Shout out Denise. Shout out Bob, man. I love your family.
Oh yeah, my family's the best. So
family is the best.
Yeah, I would say that one was probably big for me. And then probably these last few years, it's probably been a little more trying. I blew out my knee. I won't go into all the details, but it was not good. It still doesn't look good, but I'm healthy right now, so I can say I'm good there. But it was definitely challenging. I mean, I spent a lot of time out in LA. I got to see you a few times, doing rehab, things like that. But you just get into a low, dark place, man. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Not something that a place I want to be in. But at the same time, you just know that. I remember thinking to myself, all right, this is the bottom, and there's only one way up, and you just got to keep clawing your way out. And it gets better. Gets better.
I love you, man. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for doing this with me. We appreciate you, man. My family does. We always talk about you and Jena, and everything. We're just happy that what's to come your way, because we know it's going to be great things.
Absolutely, same to you, man. I look at where you've been, where you coming, where you going. It's great to see, man.
We're on the up, man.
Absolutely, we're family. We're family.
Love you, brother. Love you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, man. Thank you guys for tapping in with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate Brooks, man. You want to throw any quick shout outs real quick? Something you're working on? Anything you're doing?
Nothing special, but shout out my whole family. Jena, my brother, my mom, dad, everybody. Love you guys.
Let's go. We love them too. All right, guys. Peace.